as she's talking, I'm like turning. Matter of fact, I turned the phone off as she was talking. I turned the phone off. She's still talking. I didn't turn the phone off. Why are you still talking? What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl janiaaaliyah, and I am back with another video. If it's your first time here, hi, welcome. I would offer you a seat, but y'all already know all my subscribers can sit down. So if you're trying to get a seat, then go ahead and smack that subscribe button down below. And you know, it's a story time, so it's gonna be a minute, so we'll just wait on you. Okay, great. So you've probably already seen by the thumbnail or the title, but today I am going to be telling y'all the story about the time I tried to cheat on a test and failed. Okay, so let's get into it. So you already know I gotta give y'all the background information. So basically this was like in 10th grade. And so in 10th grade, you know, so you have 9th grade, right? 9th grade is just 9th grade. Like, you just basically testing the waters. You in high school. It is what it is. And then you have 10th grade. That's when everybody like tries to convince you like you only smart, or like you extra smart if you go apply for these AP classes and get into these AP classes. That mean that you ahead of the game. That mean that you ready to go to college and excel. Like, yeah. But let me tell y'all something. If you're in high school, if you haven't taken any yet, then you don't know. Them AP classes were harder than majority of my actual college classes right now. Yes. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I took 2 because after 2 I said, oh no ma'am, oh no because let me tell you why. I took them AP classes, paid about $150 in AP tests that I failed for a class that I did not get a credit for. I did not even put it in my college application that I took the classes just because I failed. So there ain't even no point in you looking at it. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into this video. So basically the 2 AP classes that I was in at the time were AP Human Geography and AP World History. Why am I holding up 3 if I just said 2 classes? And so the AP Human Geography class, that class was a whole bunch of boo-boo, okay? And when I say boo-boo, the entire class, I can't remember anything that we learned except that we was supposed to be prepping for this ultimate project that was supposed to be done by the end of the semester that nobody finished and actually executed. And then we got to the AP exam and I was just like, you serious? You for real? I think I felt, matter of fact, yes, this is what happened, y'all. I think I was taking an AP test. I was on like question 70. No, matter of fact, I was probably on like question 50 or something. And I flipped ahead to see how many questions I had left and saw that it said like question 120 or something. And I was like, oh, I can't do this. So I laid my head down, took a nap for about 10 minutes, woke up. I did like the numbers 50 through whatever and say like it was 50 through 69. When I flipped to the next page, expecting question 70, it was actually question like 110. I don't know why, but that's the way it was. And so me, I'm going to sleep thinking I have a whole nother 50 questions to do. Whole time I only had about 20, but it's just the fact that the numbering was messed up, or maybe somebody secretly stole a page out of my book while I was asleep and that's why I failed the test. Probably not, but I don't know. But I went to sleep, woke up, still didn't know the answers, and that was that. And so that was that class, right? It's whatever. It's whatever. And so now we get into AP World History. And boy, oh boy, the things I have heard about AP World History are just about in alignment. They're about the same. And so if you haven't taken AP World History yet, basically you're gonna be learning about the Chinese dynasties. That's all I got. That's all I got. And so what I do remember is, y'all, the summer before 10th grade, when I found out, like, oh my God, I'm gonna be in AP. I'm like, oh yes, I'm gonna be in all these AP classes. Yes, I was feeling good. I was feeling very scholarish. I was. And so, I think we had summer assignments, full-blown summer readings. Then for my AP World History, she like, okay, we had like I think we had like 2 or 3 chapters that we needed to read before coming to school, because we wasn't gonna have time to fully learn those chapters once school starts. So we had to teach ourselves about 2 or 3 chapters and remember about, I want to say it was about 30 like historic dates or whatever. And when I say historic, I'm talking like 620 BC. What's the like whenever the Hammurabi's code was made and all of that type stuff. And we had to remember all of them dates before the first day of school, because on the first day of school we had a test. Yes, a test. So we get there or whatever. It's the first day of school, and of course me, I prepared myself. And I was just so pumped to be taking a step up in life. So I studied for all of this. I was ready. I had been studying like for weeks and weeks and weeks that summer, so I was ready. So we get to the class, you know, we taking the test or whatever, and I feel like just about, I'm not gonna say just about everybody, because I feel like some people forgot, but I did good. I did good on the first test, you know. The dates was a little I got close, because let me tell y'all, I think the dates, it was like matching. You had to, no, matter of fact, no, it was not matching. And this is what made the class so hard. The fact that she would just put the dates in a full list, and it'll be like 692 BC, 792 AD, whatever. And you have to just write, like just straight up out of memory, write what event occurred on that date. No multiple choice. Maybe, I think we maybe had a word bank. Maybe. Yeah, I think we did have a word bank. But that was that. You just had to write. Okay? And so I think I still I did okay on that part. I did okay. And mind y'all, I'm a very smart person when it comes to school. Don't put me in the streets though. But when it comes to the books, I'm good, but don't put me in the streets. But I'm not used to failing. I'm not used to it. But at the same time, I'm just a very chill person. So when I failed, I blamed it on the test. I did. It wasn't me. It was the test. Yes, and it was. So anyways, so yeah, that was that. I think I'm not gonna say I did amazing, but I did okay. And the only reason I'm saying I did okay is because I never passed a test again. After that first test, I never passed again. And so mind y'all, in high school, and this is what I hated about high school, because you know, we in college right now, or at least I am, and I have about 4 classes, and it's not too hard to manage because one, I'm not in class all day, so I can come back to my room, I can do my work, I can do my little videos, whatever. I have plenty of free time and it's easier to manage my time. Whereas in high school, they'll try to gas your head up by these AP classes, and then now I got homework for gym. Why do I have homework for gym class? Why? So it's just like, instead of having 4 classes where I can kind of work a little something out, y'all giving me 7 classes. And it's not even like I have, you know, 4 core classes and then 3 boo-boo classes. No, because the 3 boo-boo classes is giving me homework. So when it comes down to it, I just had to decide what I was gonna do. And what I decided was, I'd rather focus and give all my attention to the classes I know I can at least pass with the A, then freaking exert all my energy to this class that I never had a chance in. And that's what I did. Like after about 2 weeks of that class, I just gave up because I realized it was just taking away like so much time from my other 6 classes. Like, sweetie, you're not the only class I have, baby. So I kicked that class to the curb. It was still on my schedule, but was it really on my schedule? Anyways, so basically, you know, I was not the only one who felt this way about that class. And so therefore, other people like had other, I guess, mechanisms on how to deal with that. Mine was just, I'm finna focus on what I can do and not let this class drag down my other classes with it. Okay, I'm gonna just let this class go down by itself. Whereas other people, you know, turn to other methods like, okay, well, I study this way. I cheat this way. And the crazy thing was, the teacher knew the class was hard, and she was like pretty nice. I gave her a hard time personally because for me it was just more so like, sweetie, why are you making your class this difficult? Like, I really wanted to square up. But she was a Sagittarius, you know, like myself, and so it was only right that I had respect for her. And she was an elder as well, and she was just a really nice lady. Okay, that was that. But I ain't gonna lie, I still wanted to square up because I was mad. Like, why is your class this hard? Why is your class this hard? But anyways, so she kind of knew. So throughout the class, she would actually like have certain chapters in the class where she would literally just teach us studying methods or like note-taking methods. So I remember like we had whole chapters over Cornell notes, right? And you think like you could not be, and that's why I was saying this class was taking so much of my time, because you couldn't BS the notes. Like, say she wanted Cornell notes on chapter 28 of the book, right? So you would think, okay, yeah, I can just write this, write the first half of the blah blah. You turn in the notes because you actually had to turn them in, right? She was looking for something specific in every note thing. So if you thought you was going take notes for the first half of the chapter and just fill up the page and give her that, you're wrong, because you forgot to mention Song Dynasty, and that was the only thing she was looking for because it's at the end of the chapter. And so now you didn't pass this homework, child. You done failed the homework assignment. And yes, I'm gonna keep talking about dynasties because that's the only thing I remember from this class. And I think that's because we actually had a song about like the dynasties. Do I remember the song? No, I just remember it was like song. That's it. I knew there was a song and it had Song Dynasty in it. Okay, stop asking me questions. Stop it. Ugh. So yeah, so we learned about some note-taking methods, and me personally, I just like, I don't know. I guess it was really necessary for this class because you really did like need to put your all into it. And I'm sorry, I couldn't give you my all. I couldn't. And if I could just go back to 10th grade, I probably wouldn't have took that class because it probably would have saved my GPA, and I could be at I don't know, I could be at freaking Harvard. I don't know, probably not Harvard because I guess Harvard won't the AP, but I could just be, you know, I don't know, my GPA would have been a little bit higher, okay, because that definitely dragged me down. Anyways, so of course we would have like a chapter test, I say like every 2 weeks, I guess. And so when the test would come up, I told you, I had completely given up on this class. It is what it is. So I was just taking the F's as they come, because guess what, for my other classes I was putting up my all in, so I was getting my A's from those classes, so I was feeling good. Okay, and it was to the point where I think at some point she had actually talked to my other AP teacher and was like, dang,
Jania be doing work in your class? She don't be doing that in my class.
And I'm like, that's damn Skippy. Yes, I don't, because your class just asked for too much. You asked for too much from me, and I can't give you that. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to settle down. I'm not ready to sit down and commit to your AP World History class. I cannot. So I won't. And that was that. So, you know, we would have our test and whatnot, and you have the students who, you know, will stay up, lose sleep, come to school fresh early in the morning with the bags under their eyes, come to school fresh early in the morning and sit in the study session and whatnot, you know, and they'll pass the test. Good for you. Y'all put in the work. You deserve it. You deserve it. Now, I would try sometimes to make it to the study sessions, but I just could not. I couldn't get up. I couldn't wake up that early. Or sometimes, like, I think this was like kind of before, like first semester, that was before I was driving, so my bus would come like very, very late and I wouldn't be able to make the study sessions. Okay. And so basically it'll be time for the test. And you have the students who know a little something, something. And then you have me. And I'm sitting here closing my eyes trying to unlock my super Negro powers. And just hope the answers come to me. I'm looking at all the posters on the wall to hope I just see some. Because at this point, I'm looking down at this test. I'm looking at this word bank full of dates. And it just seemed like the numbers and the words were floating off of the page. I didn't know anything. I didn't. And I was just so defeated. Like, I would just get to that class and just be so defeated. Like, oh my gosh. I was just, oh. And so that was that, because like the other students in the class, I'm not that student where I'm gonna stay up all night and lose a large amount of sleep over it. No, you're not gonna deny me of my sleep. No. So when it comes down to it, I'll stay up, do my work, finish it. But if it's to the point where I can't keep my eyes open, forget that work. That work will be there tomorrow. If not, then I'm sorry, sayonara boo, because I'm going to bed. And so I'll go to sleep. Whereas everybody else come to school fresh early in the morning with bags under their eyes. No, I ain't doing that. Not over this class. Nope. Because I just have to be realistic. It's like, okay, Jania, can you keep this up for the entire 18 weeks? Matter of fact, was it 18 weeks? No, for the entire 36 weeks that you're going to be in this class. Can you keep this up? And I had to be realistic with myself and say, no, I can't. And so I just, you know, hey, I did what I could. And times would come where we would have a test and Jania would not even know. I get to class and I'm like, oh wait, we taking a test? And it'd be to the point where my teacher would literally just look at me and roll her eyes. Yeah, I would too though. And so it's just like, oh gosh, like, and so now I'm gonna take this test. And y'all already know what I would get. It'll be bad. But you know what? One other thing was, like I told y'all, she was a really nice lady. So when it came down to it, I think like she had given us so many assignments and stuff to where we would fail the test. And you know, like it wouldn't even like I didn't fail the class. At the end of the semester, I didn't fail the class. So we'll get to that later. But anyways, so yeah, so it would be bad. And mind you, I was not, don't be out here thinking now that I was the only student in that class failing tests. No, I was just the only student in that class who was down to reality and realized, okay, well, if you're gonna study and fail the test anyways, then why are you studying in the first place? Exactly. And so it was plenty other students studying and failing, right? And the difference between me and them was that they would be up at her desk after the test crying. I'm packing my bags. I'm finna go to gym class and play kickball. Because at this point, like, I'm gonna take it how it is. And that's how it is. Okay? That's that. So then, that's when basically, you know, everybody was kind of on the same terms. Like, okay, we just can't win in this class. Like, we don't know what's going on. Like, I didn't fail the last 3 tests. You didn't fail the last 2. We all finna fail the next one. And so they just started making their little cheat sheet plans and stuff. Mind y'all, I've been failing. I never once thought about cheating because it's just like, whatever. But they started making their little cheat sheet plans and whatnot. And it was all good to hear. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna just take it how it is. I'm not finna cheat. I ain't gonna do it. And so I get to class. I'm taking the test. I look around and literally everybody got something going on. Like this one girl in front of me who the teacher loved. She loved the girl because she like, oh my gosh, she always passed every test. Oh my gosh, she got student of the week every week. Whole time the girl cheated every test. Every test this girl cheated. She had little strips, little paper strips in her pocket that she would secretly pull out and then read them, slip them down her sleeve. Pull out, read them, slip them down her sleeve. The girl in front of me, same thing. She had about 3 or 4 slips that she wrote everything she didn't know on. Cheated. My friend who sat next to me, same thing. They had all these little slips. The thing about me though is I can't see. Now my vision is 20/20. The eye doctor, whatever they call, she said it may be astigmatism, but I can't see. Truly, I don't know what be going on, but like I just really can't see. And it's mainly when things are up close. And so I found myself, you know, trying to peek at her little notes up in front of me, and I was getting pissed off because I could not read the notes. And I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And so at this point I'm fed up because I'm looking over at my friend and she got her little sticky notes. Good for you, girl, you finna pass. The girl in front of me got her sticky notes. Good for you, you finna pass. The boy over here, I think he was bold. He was pulling out his phone, child. And so at that point I was like, Jania, bro, if you really finna, like, bro, I thought we was all failing and I thought that was fair game. But at this point, these people are trying to take off on you. You really gonna let them take off on you? And I was like, oh, no, I'm not gonna do that. And so I'm like, okay, bet. But mind y'all, I didn't have no little sticky notes. I didn't have none of that. I didn't have nothing prepared because I had already told myself, like, girl, just take your F. Take it. And I'm like, oh my god, well, if don't nobody else want to take an F, am I doing something wrong? Like, why did I just decide to take an F? Like, was I wrong for deciding to take an F? And so only thing I had was a Quizlet that I would like go to read the dates and stuff. Like, there were little Quizlets with the dates from each chapter and, you know, information, right? So mind y'all, I had thought I turned my volume all the way down. So I get the Quizlet out my back pocket and I'm sliding. I'm just like, I'm sliding down. And I see the answer choice I want or whatever. So I'm getting a few answers. I probably got about 3 because I was so nervous. Like, bro, every pore in my body had sweat coming out of it. I was so nervous because I'm not a cheater. I don't cheat. I just if I fail, then I fail, but I am not a cheater. Like, this was the first and last time I probably ever cheated to this caliber because, oh my gosh, I literally thought like I was gonna myself. I thought I was finna, girl, I told y'all, when I get nervous, I get gas. And it was close. Literally, like, oh my god, y'all, just everything was sweating. Everything was sweating. So I'm scrolling. I'm circling the answers. Why does the freaking Quizlet start talking? This lady started, Hammurabi's code originated in blah blah blah, written by blah blah. I'm like, oh shit. So as she's talking, I'm like turning, matter of fact, I turned the phone off. As she was talking, I turned the phone off. She's still talking. I didn't turn the phone off. Why are you still talking? Why? So at this point, I'm like, and then my friend who's sitting like to the left of me, she looking at me. This girl almost busted out laughing because of course my phone is like on her side, so she can kind of see the phone. And I'm just sitting here like, I'm on the desk, like, I'm just trying to act like I'm just. And so basically, when I turned the phone off, I just ended up turning the volume all the way down and slid it back into my pocket. And so now I'm sitting at the desk like this, like just acting like I'm so confused, like. And so at that point, the teacher, like I told you, she was a nice lady, but like, she didn't, yeah. So she just looked up and she was like, because she didn't know who it was. She just knew it was on my side of the class, but she didn't know who it was. And I don't think she suspected it would be me because it's like, I failed every test anyway. So if I was cheating, then I was honestly just wasting my time. If I've been cheating and still failing, and I've been wasting my time. So I don't think she even thought about the possibility of it being me. And so the other boy, remember the boy who had his phone out? I think she actually, because at that point after my phone went off, she had actually started watching. And so that's when she sees, I think she saw him with his phone out, because like I told y'all, he had his phone like just out. Matter of fact, I think he had it out and his desk was against the wall, so he had his phone like on the desk like over here and was up like this looking at the phone and writing. And he didn't even see her get up from her desk and walk over there And so she walks over there, sees the phone, and she like, get up, Daniel, let's go, let's step outside. And so they outside, and I think Daniel like started crying and everything because he got caught cheating. And you don't want to get caught cheating, especially not that bad, not with your phone at least. Like, so yeah, so he got caught cheating and he walked out. And so of course I would feel bad, because now if my phone had went off and he ended up getting blamed for it, I would have felt bad. But no, my phone went off, just kind of triggered it, but she actually saw you on your phone, so I didn't feel too bad. Because at the end of the day, you be passing your test. I was failing, and I still failed that test because I got nervous and put that phone up and never pulled it out again. So I still failed. But I think that was just a sign for me, like, girl, this cheating stuff ain't for you. God gonna bring you out of this class, okay? You gonna make it. But this cheating stuff, this ain't for you. And so as soon as she walk out, me and my friend, child, we just let out cause oh my gosh, I think they just started laughing at me because it was so bad. It was so bad, and I was just like, oh my god. Did that really just happen to me? Out of all of y'all that's sitting up in this class cheating, that really just happened to me. You, sweetie, what's her name? Sandra, in the front of the class. Yes, you be cheating every test and got the highest grade in this class. Got the teacher giving you candy every week, not even knowing that you cheat on every test. And out of all the people who that would happen to, it happened to me. Man. And so basically after that happened, you know, I was just honestly, I was like, dang, like, that's a sign. I ain't cheating with y'all. Y'all, monkey see, monkey ain't gonna do that, because, girl. Monkey almost got caught. Like, oh, that was scary. That was, I'm nervous just thinking about it. But yeah, and so now I haven't cheated like that since, okay? And honestly, after that, I think I started trying to think of more technical ways to cheat if I had to, because that was seriously like the only class I ever really had to cheat in. But then when I got to college, it was this one class, my marketing class, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know anything. But I felt like I didn't know anything. So this is what I did, y'all. This is what I did. So I got some little sheets of paper, right? I got some little sheets of paper. I don't have no pencil near me, but we gonna use, where my eye pencil at? We gonna use my lip liner, right? So you see the diameter of this lip liner, right? So I measured it. Yes, I was too technical because I'm like, oh gosh. So I measured the diameter and cut out a little sheet of paper and wrote as much as I can on that sheet of paper, and then taped it around the pencil. And that's how I had about 5 pencils during the test, y'all, because that's how much I didn't know. But the crazy thing was, all the work that it took for me to tape that stuff around the pencil, by the time I had finished doing all the taping and stuff, that was me studying over. So when I got to the test, I didn't even need it. And so yeah, that was another way I did. And then one of the other ways I had tried before turning to the pencil was, I had these super ripped jeans, and I had tried to write some stuff on my thigh, but I had written it so early in the morning because my classes was back to back. So I had written it like early in the day, and I had my jeans covering it for when I got to class. And then by the time I got to class, I couldn't even like interpret my own handwriting. And so yeah, and so it was just all bad for me. But anyways, y'all, I guess moral of the story is, guys, if you're not a cheater, don't cheat, okay? And oh yeah, on that topic, AP versus dual enrollment, if y'all are decided, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, dual enrollment. And this is why, especially if you're in 10th grade, if I had not wasted my time taking them doodle AP classes in 10th grade, and I just went and started dual enrollment at that point, I would have graduated high school with an associate's degree. I'm still finna get it, but I would have got it earlier, okay? I wouldn't have had to, you know, waste the extra time and actually spend some money. Because guess what? You taking actual college classes at an actual college for free. Okay? So if you sitting here contemplating, girl, go take that dude moment. But anyways, y'all, so moral of the story is, listen, unless you just out here doing this cheating thing and you just killing the game, then child, don't be out here cheating, y'all, because that was some crazy stress. And you know, sometimes cheating can come with some consequences, girl. Like, sometimes I know some teachers will give you an F in the class, an F on the test, and if you can't take that F on the test, then don't risk it by cheating, because I feel like anything is better than a 0. So a 36 is better than a 0, okay? Like, ooh, child, you better Christmas tree. You better, girl, you better Christmas tree that Scantron, girl. But if you don't, yeah, don't be out here cheating. But anyways, thank y'all so much for tuning in, okay? But y'all already know, click, smack that subscribe button down below, and I will see y'all on my next video.